What got you here won't get you there. So you may have been in a 500s at one point or the 600s at one point. You got a credit card. It took you from the fives to the sixes, or it took you from the sixes to the sevens, right? And you're thinking, well, if I do that again, I'll get that same type of result. It doesn't work like that. Hello, everyone. This is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today, we're going to talk about how do you improve your credit score. All right, let's go straight into it. I know this may seem like a redundant thing to talk about. No, but not necessarily. Some people are watching my videos or just learning about credit, but they never were taught how to improve their credit score. They may not even know what's positive or negative. So let's kind of just go into a quick breakdown. So typically, to improve your credit score, you just need to do the right things. The right things are, number one, paying your bills on time. 35% of what even makes your credit score is going to come from credit payment history. Okay, so when you're borrowing money from a company, financial institution, whatever, they're going to report that payment history to the credit bureaus. And now, of course, most companies will let you know if you're past due. Past due means that you have 30 days to pay it, and now it's going over the 30 days and they haven't collected a payment yet from you. Okay, now they only report 30-day late payments. So if you're 27 days late, that's not going to report to the credit bureaus. If you are 29 days late, that might, depending on a few factors, but typically it's about 30 calendar days, not business days, 30 calendar days, and they will report that late payment to the credit bureaus. Okay, so as long as you catch that date, you're gonna be good to go. Consider putting things on auto pay, especially if you can afford to do so. Things that are like, I don't know, everyone's budget is different, but consider auto pay. That way you won't have to worry about that. Next is going to be 30% of what makes your credit score comes from utilization. So that just means that the usage of your credit cards needs to be under 30%, under 10%. Obviously, if you use a lot more of your credit cards, it's not the end of the world. Just know your score will fluctuate because I know sometimes you may be trying to enhance or better that relationship with that bank to get a higher limit, a higher credit limit increase, which we just talked about moments ago on a different video, I should say. But again, just keep your utilization down. Next is keeping your average age of accounts. That's 15% of what makes your credit score. Next is going to be the types of accounts that you have as well too. And then of course, as you're kind of going through just building your credit, you want to make sure that you're not adding unneeded accounts. Now, can you have 20 credit cards? You sure can, but you need to get 20 credit cards over a span of time. If you want to do that, you don't need 20 credit cards though. I saw a person with the 850 credit score. She had like 7 accounts. So again, you need about 5 to 7 accounts to get to 850, and they need to have an average age of at least 8 to 11 years. Okay, obviously they got to be flawless if you're looking for 850. If you're not looking for 850, you want to be in the 800s or less. Then some things may be brand new. Something may have, I doubt it has a late payment, but you could have one late payment or whatever the case may be. But again, you want to avoid that as much as possible when you're looking to improve your credit score. What got you here won't get you there. So you may have been in a 500s at one point or the 600s at one point. You got a credit card. It took you from the fives to the sixes, or it took you from the sixes to the sevens, right? And you're thinking, well, if I do that again, I'll get that same type of result. It doesn't work like that. The higher you go, the more difficult. I won't never say, well, it's tough to say that it's not difficult. It's more so staying consistent for a period of time. Okay. So let's say, for example, when you get to this, like when you get to the fives, your credit report is looking for pretty much anything positive. Okay. When you get to the sixes, it's like, okay, you got some traction going. When you get to the sevens though, however, they're looking for you to stay consistent for a longer period of time. You now have to earn those points just over time, just doing the same things consistently. It's not just 6 months of good payment history. We're talking 8 years of no payment history. Now, you don't need that necessarily for the for the 700s, but as you get to like the 800s and things of that sort. But with the sevens, you can easily get there with just 3 or 4 accounts, positive payment history for maybe about a year or two. And and you'll just end up being there. Some of you guys may be in the 700s and you have no idea how you got there. So how do you get beyond that, right? It's just constantly doing the same things over and over. Now, what if you have negative items on your account? Obviously, you want to try to see if you can work with someone to try to see if you can get those removed. If they're inaccurate, you want to make sure that, your credit report is as accurate as possible. If you're not sure, you can always schedule time to speak with one of our representatives just to see if you're on the right track. Is something positive? Is something negative? Do you have the right expectations set? Okay, we're always here to do that. But if you're there and you just want to get the general information, yes, you need more positive activity than negative activity. You can have negative activity from the past. You just need more positive to override that, to oversight that, okay? And more recent positive activity. Sometimes you'll have it where people have had great accounts for a good period of time. Those accounts are closed, but they're still in that 7-year window, so they're still on the credit report and it's still helping the score. However, the problem is that nothing new and nothing has been new and positive. So your score is still standing on that positive, solid foundation, but you still need some on-time payments reporting every single month. And that's why I tell people all the time, just grab a bill or two or three, whatever, and put those bills in your credit card, put them on auto pay. And that will at least start to get some traction. But if you got some negatives, you may need a little bit more help. You may need a step-by-step game plan. You may need to make sure that you actually have some goals set for yourself. And, because most of us get the basics, but it's like, okay, I've done that and I'm not getting results as fast as I think I should. And it's okay to ask for professional help. That's what companies like this are here for. I know companies get shut down every single day. We will never get shut down simply because we do things the right way. We set the right expectations. We don't do anything crazy or illegal. And that's, if you want to try that type of stuff, trust me, they're out there. So, but if you want to do things the right way, I promise you, that's why we're here. All right. So if this video was helpful, like it. If you want to share it, share it. And as always, be sure to subscribe, as there's nothing but great content on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.